everything is A-OK with the circuit, and everything down at the final corner has been dealt with sufficiently before we get these X30 juniors out onto track for their second heat of the day. I will remind you of the grid, and here they are coming out onto circuit now. So we've got 26 runners in this one. It's going to be Caden McQueen and Charlie Field on row number 1, Lewis Johnson-Cool and Vishal Patel on row 2, Alexander Johnston and Lorenzo Cordal on row number 3. Samuel Hawthorne and Finley Dunn on row 4, row 5 for Lucas Romanek and Rihanna Regan. Drew Davidson and Rashan Chigarimbo on row 6, row 7, Charlie Richardson and Jude Fernerhoff, Josh Torpy and Thomas Mills on row 8. Christian Brooks and Charles Betts on row 9, Nathan Clifford and Jack Sherwood row 10, and it's Jensen Buckingham, Lucas Ellingham, Jerome Phillip, Austin Byrne, Tyler Reid and Oliver Henwood. 26 runners in this one. Bit of a pause there after an incident at the end of the Junior Max and Mini Max race, but as I say, the driver involved got into the ambulance under their own steam, which is good to hear. But what's not great to hear is there's the contact there at the back of the field. Race is beginning, and I think it's going to be called good. So Caden McQueen leads them away, and he's going to hold on to the lead up the hill, but for 3 drivers there at the back, that's not the dream start, as though they'll be well off the back of the pack and may have sustained some damage. Not sure what happened there. Maybe a bit of confusion over who was on which side of the grid, and one of them hasn't even been able to take the start. It's the 37 of Oliver Henwood. Now, he was supposed to be at the back of the grid in 26th place, so he's certainly not fared well in that. What a bizarre occurrence. Caden McQueen has held on to the lead, though, as he comes around. He's already got quite a lead over the rest of the pack, considering it's lap number 1. Caden McQueen then leads. It's still Charlie Field in second, Louis Johnston-Cool in third. Sam Hawthorne has got himself up to fourth, and Vishal Patel, Alexander Johnston, Finley Dunn, Lucas Romanek, Rashan Chigarimbo and Drew Davidson to round out your top 10 as they head up to Christmas Corner. There's Torpy going for a move. That's Josh Torpy on Lorenzo Cordal. And Thomas Mills is in there as well in the 21. Remember, he featured so prominently earlier on when we had the rain. But of course, lost out at the last moment to Caden McQueen, who had come up through the field. It's Caden McQueen indeed, who leads at the moment. 1 second ahead of Charlie Field. It's Louis Johnston-Cool, Samuel Hawthorne, Vishal Patel, Finley Dunn has now got past Alexander Johnson, Rashan Chigarimbo and Drew Davidson and Jude Fernerhoff all got past Lucas Romanek on that lap. Working their way through the top of the circuit. Oh dearie me, and we've got multiple drivers off and contact. That's Charlie Field. That's Charlie Field from second place, has spun off. And it's the... Did I see the number? Yes, it's there. So there's Charlie Field. Oh, and it's raining. That's why. Rain is coming down again. Sorry, folks. I just looked out my window, and there's suddenly a lot of rain. So we're back to squirreling around. And yet again, it's the 2 cursed classes in terms of the weather. The X30 seniors and the X30 juniors cannot catch a break. Look at the rain. Look at them squirreling around here. It's a case of trying to keep it on the grey stuff. I can tell you Caden McQueen has crossed the line in the lead. Look at the rain, it's bucketing down now. This is like the X30 Senior Heat 2. Charlie Field went off. Vishal Patel was the one who went off and made contact with him in the 95. Rihanna Regan and Austin Byrne have also had some kind of incident out there. Deary me, it's another challenge for these drivers. And again, they haven't got wetsuits. And there goes the 97. Excuse me, we don't have a 97, the 87, I believe that was. Which would make it Charles Betts, which would make it the second time that he's gone off there. There goes Drew Davidson. That's from quite high up. That's from 4th place onto the grass. So he's lost out. And round there as well, that is the 50 of Lorenzo Cordal, I think. That car off to driver's left is the 37. That never started. That was that Henwood who didn't start? Yes, it was Oliver Henwood in the 37. Here's your leader, Caden McQueen, who's dealing with the conditions well. It's now Rashan Chigarimbo in second, or it was when they got to the line. Who knows who it is now? Here they are, coaxing the cart round. Yeah, that's Chigarimbo. And then Josh Torpey there in third. Alexander Johnston in fourth as Samuel Hawthorne goes for the wet line. So there's this moment where you go, I'm going to commit to the wet line. And to do it, you of course have to go out wide. So you go wide, and there's a moment where, you know, in order to get the grip, you've gone wide, but there's a moment of, oh goodness me, this plan hasn't paid off, I'm still going wide. And you can panic in that situation and end up going onto the grass. So it's heart-in-the-mouth stuff here, as that is Vishal Patel off again in the 95. It was he who we saw earlier going off at Ashby, making a little bit of light contact with Charlie Field. As they all coax there, and I think Josh Torpey's got past Chigarimbo for second place on this lap. There's Thomas Mills, he's still keeping it on the island. Caden McQueen leads. Joshua Torpey has indeed got past Rashan Chigarimbo for second. Christian Brooks in the 82 is in fourth place, as there's someone else who's gone off at Christmas Corner. Alexander Johnston is in fifth. Samuel Hawthorne is in sixth. Tyler Reid in seventh. Finley Dunn in eighth. Thomas Mills, we just saw a moment ago coming onto the new lap. So this is Josh Torpey there. He's second place. There's Rashan Chigarimbo. Then Christian Brooks, Alexander Johnston, Samuel Hawthorne, all on slicks, of course. All on slicks. There's Thomas Mills under pressure from Lucas Ellingham, and I think Ellingham may have got by if he was able to hold on to the grip there. And someone coming into the pit lane, which is the 43. That's the 78, giving his clutch something to moan about. So the 43 will be Rihanna Regan, and the 78 is Jack Sherwood. Tricky conditions here. Caden McQueen, though, still keeping a very level head here, working his way through. To just give some context to this, as he puts a lap there on that might be Lucas Romanet, and that's the 46 off, which is going to be that's Charlie Field again, formerly running in second place. There goes Samuel Hawthorne. That's from quite high up onto the grass, and here comes Thomas Mills. And you can see there's just that moment where you get the salvation, if you like, of committing to the wide line and going, please grip, grip. Ah, and there is Charles Betts off again. He's really not enjoying these damp conditions, and again you can just hear the wheels spinning up on the grass. Puts the engines under a lot of pressure, of course. But Caden McQueen still keeping a level head. There's less than a minute on the clock, by the way. Caden McQueen just guides his cart around, interestingly on the curb there, choosing not to take the wet line. Josh Torpey in second, Rashan Chigarimbo in third, Christian Brooks fourth. I said that Samuel Hawthorne went off at Christmas Corner onto the grass a little bit. He lost a couple of positions as a result, so it's now Tyler Reid in fifth, sixth for Finley Dunn. Sam Hawthorne recovered to seventh, eighth for Lucas Ellingham, who did get past Thomas Mills at Ashby, and Drew Davidson rounds out your top 10. Lorenzo Cordales got back up to 11th, which gives just to give some context, we saw Lorenzo Cordales spinning at Osiers, and he's nearly back up into the top 10. So it really is just a case of keep it on the track, and you'll probably have a decent enough result, as this young man is demonstrating right here, right now. Caden McQueen is going to come round to start what I presume, last lap board. He just managed to skip through. There you go. Now the clock hits 0. So there's 2 more laps of fun, as I don't think it's raining anymore. Just looking out my window, I do not think it's raining anymore. So once again, just as quickly as it came, the 4th shock rain shower of the day has gone. Good point coming in. Good points coming in general, as that's the stricken Jack Sherwood cart of number 78. Some really good points coming in here on YouTube. James Brickle's talking about how it can so quickly go wet here at Whilton Mill. As look at this battle going on. That is Lucas Ellingham versus Thomas Mills, and these two have been going at it for the last few laps, and they're doing it quite literally there because there's a little bit of a touch, and Thomas Mills is going to try and get back up the inside as we're on the last lap now. Caden McQueen has started the last lap. Brilliant battling though between Lucas Ellingham and Thomas Mills. But yeah, good point being made by James Brickles that he drove here a few weeks ago and it got really slippery really quickly when it started to rain. I agree completely. I did a race here a few years ago where, kind of similar to this, the rolling up laps started in dry conditions, but then it started to rain. It started to rain during warming up laps, and I actually ended up rather embarrassingly spinning off under rolling up, which may be more of a comment on my ability in a kart more than anything else. But either way, it can get very greasy very quickly. Kerry Torpy making the point. Amazing job from Josh Torpy. I agree, Kerry. Second place at the moment, Josh Torpy is, so long as he can just hold on for the remainder of this last lap. This young man, though, Caden McQueen, has shown them a fresh pair of heels once again. It doesn't seem to matter that there are extremely challenging conditions. In fact, you know what? It seems he almost relishes it. Caden McQueen is going to cross the line to take win number 2 of the day in heat number 2 in the X30 Juniors. A brilliant drive, and do you know what? The gap is going to be the best part of 20 seconds. Really impressive stuff from Caden McQueen. It did look kind of ominous when I saw him on pole position, but the rain I thought might shake it up. He's dealt with it brilliant. Josh Torpy crosses the line to finish a brilliant second place. You know what? He got the gap down by 3 seconds that lap. It was actually 15 seconds the gap. Rashan Chigarimbo, fantastic result in third. Tyler Reid takes Christian Brooks on the last lap to take 4th place. Finley Dunn will be 6th. 7th will be Samuel Hawthorne, who finished... No, Lucas Ellingham finishes in 7th. Thomas Mills finishes 8th. Samuel Hawthorne must have had a moment because Drew Davidson finishes 9th and Sam Hawthorne rounds out the top 10. Lorenzo Cordell finishes 11th. 12th for Jude Fernerhoff. Charlie Richardson in 13th. 14th for Jensen Buckingham. Nathan Clifford and Alexander Johnston get past Lucas Romanek on the last laps, so they finish in that order, 15th, 16th and 17th. And it's Lou Johnston cool. Charles Betts, after several excursions in the wet, finishes 19th. 20th for Vishal Patel, who also had quite a few excursions. Charlie Field also had multiple excursions off track. Jack Sherwood retired at the side of the road. Rihanna Regan we saw pulling into the pits. And Austin Byrne as well is 5 laps down on the order.